Site-11. Official designation, SCP Foundation Midwestern Research and Manufacturing Facilities. Site Identification Code, USMILA-Site-11. Purpose, Site-11's primary objective is to serve as a research station with industrial manufacturing facilities. Site-11's secondary objective is to serve as a housing unit for anomalous entities until they can be properly relocated to a standard containment facility. Founded, August 9, 1925. Location, Capital Region International Airport and surrounding area, North Lansing, Michigan, United States. Notable above-ground facilities, Capital Region International Airport. Includes 840 acres 3.40 square kilometers, 1.31 square miles of property near the terminal and runways. Dakota Grove's manufacturer supply and assembly plant for General Motors. Includes 111 acres 0.32 square kilometers, 0.12 square miles of property with multiple industrial plants. Foundation-owned franchises including but not limited to, McDonald's, Dollar General, Marathon Gas. Foundation-owned apartment complex for Foundation personnel as well as civilians. Cover story, Site-11 is built around and under dozens of square kilometers of town space and business in North Lansing, Michigan. The SCP Foundation operates under shell companies as well as franchises to deter suspicion. Size, total land area of 59 kilometers. Notice, all restricted sections of Site-11 that are off-limits to non-Foundation personnel unless authorized by Site Administration. Non-Foundation personnel discovered within the restricted sections of Site-11 without proper authorization from Site Administration are to be taken to the medical ward on Floor 5 of Section C for immediate amnestic treatment. Section A, located under Capital Region International Airport. Hangar Bay 1 and 2. Floor 1, Aircraft Maintenance Construction Bay. Floor 2, General Item Storage Warehouse. Floor 3, Monorail access to Section C. Floor 4, Mobile Task Force Storage Warehouses. Floor 5, Gun Range. Security Offices 1 to 5. Section B, located under Dakota Grove's manufacturer plant. Floor 1 to 4, Manufacturing Bay. Floor 5 and 6, Equipment Testing Facility. Floor 7, Monorail access to Section C Cafeteria. Floor 8 Security Office. Site Dormitories Block 1 to 7. Floor 9, Research Labs Room, 1 to 15. Section C, Floor 1, Administrative Offices. Floor 2, Monorail access to Section A Research Labs, 16 to 30. Floor 3, Research Labs Room, 31 to 45. Head Security Office. Floor 4, Site Dormitories Block 8 to 14. Department Head Offices. Floor 5, Site Dormitories Block 15 to 20. Medical Ward. Floor 6, Monorail access to Section B Cafeteria. Floor 7, Research Labs Room, 46 to 60. Floor 8, Class D Dormitories. Security Office. Floor 9, Safe Euclid Class Containment. Floor 10 to 12, Keter Class Containment. Site Director, Dr. Jordan Lee Graham. Assistant Site Director, Dr. John Benchen. Assistant DIR of Personnel, Dr. Martha Schwind. Assistant DIR of Facilities, Dr. Kirsten Myers. Assistant DIR of Research, Dr. Thomas Reed. Assistant DIR of Security, Major Jason Iden. Assistant DIR of Containment, Dr. Rose S.I.A. Foster. Assistant DIR of Task Forces, Commander Jack Iden. On-site personnel, Department heads, 48. Medical staff 26. Staff researchers, 978. Administrative personnel, 34. Sanitation engineers, 80. Security personnel, 840. D-class, 425. Civilian employees, 1,267. Additional information. Site-11 is a large-scale foundation facility located in the Midwestern United States consisting of an entire self-sustaining community including residential housing, commercial businesses, and industrial manufacturing facilities as well as an extensive underground containment and research complex. The foundation maintains strict tracking of all personnel and civilians within Site-11 and as such, the facility is often used as a safe location for personnel requiring additional security and protection. Due to the number of commercial businesses and large-scale manufacturing complexes, the SCP Foundation has taken to hiring local civilians to assist in running shell companies as well as to aid in manufacturing and assembly lines. Civilians under the Foundation's employ are to be treated as Level 0. Site-11 is outfitted to handle and maintain anomalous entities of object class, Keter and below. However, due to Site-11's primary objective of researching and manufacturing, Site-11 does not serve as a main containment facility. Instead, Site-11 serves as temporary housing for anomalous entities and objects. Anomalies currently under the jurisdiction of Site-11. ID number. Object class. SCP-068. Safe. SCP-500-EX explained. SCP-1749. Euclid. SCP-1964-EX explained. SCP-2071. Safe. SCP-2566. Euclid. SCP-2653. Safe. SCP-2811. Safe. SCP-2874. Safe. SCP-2923. Safe. SCP-3082. Euclid. SCP-3131. Euclid. SCP-3843. Keter. SCP-3852. Keter. SCP-4403. Safe. SCP-4406. Neutralized. SCP-4332. Euclid. SCP-4701. Euclid. SCP-5015. Archon. SCP-5296. Dependent. SCP-5805. Safe. SCP-6477. Safe. SCP-7336. Thaumiel. SCP-8096. Euclid. SCP-8615. Safe. Log of anomalies once stationed at Site-11. Item, SCP-5700 SCP-5700-4. Object Class, Keter. Reason for temporary containment, SCP-5700-4 was housed at Site-11 while arrangement for permanent living chambers could be arranged at Site-17. Date of containment, July 3, 1979. Duration of stay, 21 days. Notes, NA Item, SCP-953. Object Class, Keter. Reason for temporary containment, Due to a redesign in SCP-953's containment cell at Site-17, SCP-953 was temporarily relocated to Site-11 until the construction of the newly modification containment cell was finished. After the period of construction, SCP-953 was relocated back to Site-17 with relatively minor incidences. Date of containment, October 1, 2017. Duration of stay, 25 days. Notes: please see Incidents Log 29C for further information. Item, SCP-4976. Object Class, Safe. Reason for temporary containment: SCP-4976 was stationed at Site-11 when manufacturing staff became low because of the General Motors strike of 2019. Junior researcher Hernandez was transferred over to Site-11 to help maintain effective production levels. Hernandez was set up in one of the apartment complexes at Site-11 for the duration of their transfer. Date of containment, September 15, 2019. Duration of stay, 40 days. Notes: please see Incidents Log 23D for further information. The following files are Level 5 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden. I/O error. Device, 2:0:9 URL Foundation Database BAL2AF, ATA. Server status, 0x020b. Interpretation, check condition. Dive C, 19001125H0100101101. Interpretation read, server status, 0x020b, sector, 44A. Sense area, 70:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:000:0. SK interpretation, Apache February 2, 34 Archive mod _SSL February 2, 34 Open SSL 1.0.1 EFIPS mod _Bell Limited 1.4 Server at Foundation Database Port 19. Notices: the I.T. department has been working overtime trying to reconnect to Server 19 for 2 weeks now. Bits of pieces of files have been reconstructed and stored into backup archives. However, we are currently unable to display the full page until the I.T. department can sort out all the lost data, of which there is an estimate of 72 files. As of this notice, we do not have an estimated time for full data recovery. Please stop sending me emails that the page is not displaying correctly. Dr. Simon Gio, Head I.T. Manager. Notable Incidents Log. Date, December 9, 1941. Incident, 12A. Description of events: due to a sudden increase in civilian manufacturing orders as well as an increase in difficulties retrieving raw materials, scheduled manufacturing for foundation equipment and vehicles had been brought to a standstill. Duration of incident, 5 weeks. Additional notes: Site-11 was able to secure a supply line of raw materials for manufacturing through the use of contracts with third-party organizations. Manufacturing was slowed for the duration of the war. Date, March 12, 1960. Incident, 86A. Description of events: a minor tremor was felt at Capital Region International Airport. The direct cause of the tremor was an explosion of an experimental jet engine under the project, Dux Fly 2. 3 Foundation engineers were killed in the blast, 8 were wounded and brought to the medical ward in Section C. A Foundation public incidents team was able to brush off the tremor as nothing worth noting. Amnestic treatment was given to members of the press that tried to dig too deep into the incident. Duration of incident, 2 days. Additional notes: Project Dux Fly 2 was postponed till April 20, 1960. Date, June 26, 2010. Incident, 8b. Description of events, reports of a figure in an old-fashioned suit and top hat that appeared within the confines of restricted Section C of Site 11. The figure was reported to run sporadically down the hallways, dropping strips of gold paper similar to typical tickets, one with a red stamp on one side with written texts, "Press here for access to Stacker's Coffee House and Bar." The figure vanished after seemingly ripping one of the tickets, once they were confronted by site security. Duration of incident, 6 minutes. Additional notes: similar events have occurred at Site 17, Site 27, Site 34, and Site 88. All instances of the golden strips have been taken to Site 27 after thaumaturgic properties were discovered. Date, October 15, 2017. Incident, 29C. Description of events: security personnel apprehended Agent Gallagher after alarms were sounded on floor 11 of Section C, Keter Class Containment Facility. Agent Gallagher was found stumbling around towards the 100-meter safe zone of SCP-953's temporary holding cell. Duration of incident, 2 minutes. Additional notes: Agent Gallagher was found to be intoxicated while on shift at the time. After sobering up in a holding cell, Agent Gallagher was promptly terminated from his position, given amnestic treatment, and demoted to Class D for 3 weeks, given the identification code D101517. Date, October 29, 2017. Incident, 30C. Description of events: D Class D101517, while stationed as a clerk at Foundation-operated Dollar General, broke into the liquor cabinet and proceeded to get intoxicated while on shift, without management knowledge. The situation was brought to management's attention once D101517 started to insult civilian customers. Duration of incident, 45 minutes. Additional notes: D101517's period of demotion was increased from 3 weeks to 3 months. Date, September 15, 2019. Incident, 23D. Description of events: 90% of the civilian manufacturing staff had to be laid off due to a lack of civilian orders from the automotive company General Motors. The sudden decrease of orders was a result of a 48,000-person walkout, organized by the United Automobile Workers Union. The sudden lack of civilian production saw a sizable decrease in Site 11 fundings for the duration of the strike. Duration of incident, 40 days. End log.